Players in the medical cannabis industry are being encouraged to scale up their operations to meet the growing potential for export. Industry Investment and Commerce State Minister Dr. Norman Dunn says this will allow Jamaica to expand the number of receiving countries, quantity of export, and export authorizations by the Cannabis Licensing Authority, CLA.
45 export authorizations have been issued in the last 3 months, bringing a total since inception to 185. Receiving locations for these export countries include North America, Europe, Africa, and the Middle East.
Dr. Dunn was speaking at the recent launch of Epican's 16 rare cannabis strains in Kingston. He points out that Jamaica does not have a monopoly on high-grade cannabis and will have to nurture the integrity of local products for the increasingly discerning consumer. The state minister says stakeholders must therefore pay attention to the standards that will make their products stand out locally and internationally.
We already have advantages of our cultural significance. We should leverage that to our benefit, as well as invest in extensive research and continuous product development in order to secure our place as a premier provider of medicinal cannabis to the global market.
The global cannabis market is projected to grow from $28 billion in 2021 to over $100 billion by 2028. Farmers can expect to see a further 4.5% cut in the cost of fertilizers, the second price reduction in recent weeks. That's due to Newport Fersen Jamaica Limited, which controls 85% of the local fertilizer market, cutting its cost to support the government's Grow Smart, Eat Smart campaign. Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries, Pernell Charles Jr., welcomed the news during a media briefing at his ministry on Thursday.
This is the second time in a month that the company has rolled back fertilizer prices by 18.5%. And we want to say to Newport Fersen a big thank you on behalf of the government and people of Jamaica.
This is a relief for the sector, and I hope that this is extended across the board in terms of this new level of prices reaching to the end user.
The Ministry of Education and Youth will be redoubling its efforts to teach children from the earliest levels to resolve conflicts in a peaceful manner. Portfolio Minister Favour Williams says it is clear more needs to be done to reduce violent tendencies in the society, and it must begin with our youngest.
From very early childhood stage, when they grab a toy from each other and when they hit each other, it's from that stage that we have to begin to teach them how to relate to each other, how to interact, how to resolve conflicts, and continue it all during their years at school so that we can get this change that we want in Jamaica.
The minister was speaking in Parliament on Tuesday in response to this week's gruesome murder of a mother and her 4 children in Clarendon. Mrs. Williams, who visited the family, lamented that no form of policing could have prevented such a horrific crime. She commended the Child Protection and Family Services Agency for providing immediate psychosocial support to those grieving the loss, adding that the government would also offer whatever financial support it could to the family. The National Blood Transfusion Service is assuring the public that persons who have been vaccinated against COVID-19 can in fact donate blood. The clarification comes from Dr. Natalie Sharp, Director of the National Blood Transfusion Service. She released a press statement refuting a circulating voice note that claims vaccinated persons cannot donate blood. Dr. Sharp says persons wishing to donate blood can visit any of the 11 collection centers island-wide, including the one most recently opened at the Spanish Town Hospital. Blood donors must be in good health, within the ages of 17 to 60 years, and weigh more than 110 pounds. They are advised to have a good night's rest, have a meal 1 to 3 hours before donating, and wear loose-fitting clothing. The public may visit nbts.gov.jm for more details. The Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport is inviting talented Jamaicans to submit designs for the float parade on Emancipation Day. The theme for the float parade is Reigniting a Nation for Peace, Love, and Unity, and designs should reflect the Jamaican experience. Interested persons can submit their designs in JPEG or PDF format via email to mcges2021@gmail.com. They may call 876-553-0550 or 876-978-7654 to seek further information. 3 categories of designs are being accepted: the float, which comes with a prize of $200,000, costume group with a $100,000 prize, and music truck with the winner to receive $50,000. The float parade will start at the Randy Williams Entertainment Center on Hope Road and end at the National Stadium car park.
We will welcome the return of the masquerade bands, the John Kuno and Effigies, in honor of our national hero and our culture.
Entertainment coordinator at the Jamaica 60 Secretariat, Orlando Sinclair, adds that the float parade will have a carnival-type atmosphere with floats representing our culture and experiences. He says the designs will not be restricted to any one period in the history of Jamaica. And finally, Prime Minister Andrew Holness has joined Foreign Affairs Minister Kamina Johnson-Smith in congratulating Baroness Patricia Scotland on her re-election as Commonwealth Secretary General. Baroness Scotland will serve for the 2022-2026 period after a 27-24 vote to secure the top job. Elections took place Friday morning as the heads of government of the Commonwealth meet in Kigali, Rwanda. While he congratulated Baroness Scotland for a good contest, Mr. Holness also extended commendations to Minister Johnson-Smith, who he said ran a distinguished and exemplary campaign. The Prime Minister says Jamaica remains deeply proud of Minister Johnson-Smith, who won the respect and admiration of many countries within the Commonwealth. Mr. Holness also reiterated Jamaica's commitment to the Commonwealth, its diversity, and its potential to deliver for its people. In a tweet earlier, Mrs. Johnson-Smith thanked all the Commonwealth members who supported her candidature and promised to continue to serve the grouping. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.